Okay, welcome. So my name is Cheryl Ney, and I am a QNMD with the Juice Plus Company, and I've been around for a while. So you guys probably have seen me or seen my name or seen my face or something like that. So if you haven't, I would love to meet you soon. And on this particular Tuesday of the month, we get to share product information, product stories. So I'm going to share with you a couple videos that I watched recently that were just very impactful to me. Sometimes you hear things that other people have put out as training, and it just makes so much sense. And I know that when I watched both of these things, I learned something. So when I learn something, I want other people I want to pass that on, because those are just gold nuggets that we all need to be reminded of. And I just love both of these videos that I'm going to show you. It's just a portion of each of them. The first one is just a really great overview of Juice Plus and why it is simple and profound. And so I'm going to let Kim Dalzell teach us about that, but I want to just kind of give you an overview. So we're going to watch that clip, and then I'm going to show you a clip about highlighting our Omega Blend capsules and why those are so impactful to our health. And then I'm going to have Kathy Neal share her story on the Omegas and how they helped her so much. So that's what we have in store today. And I hope you guys enjoy this information. I'm going to share my screen and just tell you that Kim Dalzell is a registered dietitian, and she doesn't the part that I'm going to show you, she's already shared her bio and everything, but she's been around with our company. She's a PMD with our company, and she really helps people, especially in the cancer field, just get better nutrition and just learn how to fuel their bodies with better nutrition. But her explanation on how Juice Plus is simple and profound and just an amazing product, I just love. So bear with me for just a second. I'm going to share my screen and share that clip for you guys. Okay.
Take some questions as well. So let's dig right in. My goal is to help you really gain confidence in talking to others about why whole food nutrition makes so much sense. And over the years, in all of my practice, I've really found that there are some common truths. And here's the biggest one: simple equals profound. The most simple things will give you the most profound results. So let's talk about one of those really simple things. It's really the concept of synergy. So this is all about ramping up the potential health value of your foods by either combining certain foods together or preparing them in a certain way so that you can amp up their healing value. So I'll give you an example. You take that big green leafy salad, and if you add avocado, that's going to provide the omega-3 fatty acids, all right? These really healthy fats. But they do something amazing. As soon as you're taking in the fat with this healthy fat, with all of those greens, you're going to be absorbing 8 times more alpha carotene, 13 times more beta carotene, and 4 times more lutein. These are all plant chemicals that are great for the eyes. They're great for the skin, for the immune system. So the reality is that when you combine certain things, you're going to do better than if you just have them separately. Now, I used to work for a very large national cancer treatment facility, and their focus was giving their patients large dose isolated vitamins. And as the dietitian, that's what I did too, until I learned about how much more impactful it can be for health if you actually combine and use whole foods instead of isolated ingredients of foods. In fact, I was so convinced that I actually left my job, because when I told them that I had found something that was going to be far more impactful than isolated nutrients, they said, well, yeah, Kim, but we sell vitamins. And I said, well, you may sell them, but I don't anymore. And I left. And I love that Juice Plus combines over 30 plants. So we've got all of these plants to support our lungs and our blood vessels, our immune system, our gums, our skin, so much more. And I really like that there's variety too. You know, many of the plants that are in Juice Plus are really classified as superfoods. And one of the Juice Plus studies comes to mind here. You know, researchers who tested blood levels of healthy individuals after they took Juice Plus suggested that Juice Plus actually encouraged the body to produce other beneficial plant chemicals. So this is that additive effect that I'm talking about. Oh, and one more thing. I specifically also like that Juice Plus does not contain herbs like aloe vera or licorice. There are contraindications to those herbs in certain gut disorders, if you have hypertension or if you have an electrolyte imbalance. Juice Plus is safe and it's effective. The reality is that profound health benefits don't require adding everything but the kitchen sink. And the second thing I want to talk about is really the Goldilocks factor. This is what I call it. You know, what is just right? Well, when it comes to plants, what is just right is that more really does matter. We have a public health initiative that encourages a consistent intake of 9 to 13 servings of plants every day in a wide variety and a rainbow colors. There was a study published in the journal called Nutrition Cancer. And they actually looked at subjects who consumed 8 servings, okay, 8 servings of fruits and vegetables versus those that actually ate only 2 servings. By the way, the national average here in the United States is 2.3 servings of fruits and vegetables consumed per day by adults. Far less, but we're talking about 8 in this study, all right? What the researchers found is that those who consumed 8 servings a day, they actually increased their blood antioxidant carotenoid levels. So this is a good thing. They're increasing the antioxidant levels in their blood. But even with 8 servings, there was no cellular protection from DNA damage at 8 servings a day. More was needed. So by the way, a serving is 1 cup of raw leafy vegetables or a ½ cup cooked. Or if you're doing fruits, it's ½ cup of chopped or a cooked fruit, or just like a medium apple or something. So as a registered dietitian, I have found that it's virtually impossible to meet this requirement. I love that Juice Plus offers convenient capsules and chewables, and other companies, you know, there's a lot of companies out there that have these green powders. Have you tasted them? Yuck. Okay, if you don't like the way something tastes, how often are you going to eat it? And we're right back to where we started with not getting enough fruits and vegetables. So having something that is easy to take, that is actually going to combine all these plants, brilliant, right? What Juice Plus does in the body is truly profound, and it's proven. And you know what, I almost want to have a JPTV little series. I want it to be called "What You Don't See Is What You Get." We all know what you see is what you get, but really it's what you don't see is what you get. So let's just take an ordinary an apple, all right? This ordinary apple, you're eating it, you're tasting it, but you're not going to feel when the hormone gastrin releases, when stomach acid decreases, when it decreases the pH, when harmful bacteria die, when stomach muscles contract, when the pancreas releases enzymes for digestion, when the gallbladder empties, when one of the valves in the GI tract relaxes. All of this is happening when you're eating an apple, when you're drinking coffee. Everything you're doing, everything you're putting into your mouth, all of these things are happening, and you can't feel a thing. Everything you eat and drink significantly impacts the function of your body. You know, we marvel when we feel great or hardly sick, but we aren't really aware that we're calling upon our organs to work at levels far above their normal operating capacity, especially when we are exposed to refined sugars, the wrong kind of fats, environmental toxins. Let's not even talk about the quality of our produce these days. So by the time we're aware of a health problem, it's usually a major one. I tell my customers and clients, eating Juice Plus helps your body do what it needs to do daily. So there's less wear and tear. It actually improves your chances to live stronger. You're not going to feel it. You're not going to see what's going on inside. But our research gives us a window into what happens when we consume Juice Plus.
Okay, I hope you guys I hope that fired you guys up, because I know when I listened to that, it just got me so excited. When she said the national average, I think we all know this, is only, 2 to 2.3 servings of fruits and vegetables, and what we have to offer in Juice Plus is exactly what people need, and exactly what people are not getting on their own. So I just was really excited to hear about what she said at the end about how Juice Plus helps your body function the way it's supposed to, and that by the time we get to that health crisis, there's just so much going on underneath, inside. What did she say? What you don't see is what you get. I loved how she explained all the things, like when we eat an apple, what is going on in our body? When we eat Juice Plus, what is going on in our body under the surface? So I just thought that was really impactful. It fired me up to share. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. And then I'm going to share the next clip about that really highlights our Omega blend. And this is Michaela Peterson. She's a pharmacist. And like I said, I learned more about our omegas and how amazing they are when I watched this, and I think you will see why. So just give me 1 second and I will share my screen, and that one is a shorter clip for you. So just hang on.
Now, in terms of this Goldilocks factor, when is
So we're going to talk a little bit about the skinny on fats, because O is actually for oxygen, but then also omegas. Did you know that the brain is 60% fat? Fats are integral in making hormones and, keeping our cholesterol in normal ranges. It decreases inflammation, improves heart health, brain health, skin health. It's an overall joint lubricant, improves eye health. We need fats for the absorption of nutrients, and it also improves the immune system. And just a little tidbit here, if you are a sciencey person, the fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E, and K. But if we don't have the proper stores of fat, we're going to have a tougher time absorbing those fat soluble vitamins. So that's one area where we do really need a good source of omegas. So what are some signs of omega deficiency? No matter where you are in your health journey, I'm guessing if you're like the other almost 99% of Americans that are omega deficient, you have had a few of these symptoms. So depression, fatigue, arthritis, weight gain, heart disease, brain fog, memory loss, skin issues, eyesight issues, dry skin and eyes. Anyone had any of those? Yeah, I'm sure we all have. So I knew as a pharmacist that omegas were good for you. However, I could not find one in the pharmacy that wasn't heated to a high temperature. And what happens when you heat oils? They degrade, right? They become rancid, but the toxicity that fish oil contains in it does not go away because it's heated. So that, the heavy metals or whatever it is still contained in that fish oil. So I was looking for a pure and sustainable plant-based omega that had never been heated. And I love that Juice Plus came out with one. The first of its kind, actually, because it's cold pressed, so it's never been heated, which I love. And it's actually a concert blend of omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So omega-3s slow the aging process and the growth of cancer. We know that they decrease heart disease risk. They have been shown to decrease tumor size. They increase your oxygen carrying capacity. We know that omega-5s are good for cardiovascular health, blood sugar, menopause. It balances weight. We know that omega-6, when consumed in the whole food source, which is what it is, decreases nerve pain and inflammation, helps with ADD, regulates blood pressure, decreases the heart disease risk, and increases bone strength. Omega-7 improves bowel regularity, helps with weight loss. And then omega-9 decreases cardiovascular symptoms. It increases HDL, which if you think of HDL, that is the good cholesterol. And they are like the dump trucks that are roaming around your body, trucking the bad cholesterol back to the liver to be eliminated. We also know that omega-9 increases immune function and also improves energy. And who couldn't benefit from that, right? Okay, so
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that and learned something from that, because I know that when I listened to that, first of all, the list of the deficiencies, the signs that you're deficient in omegas, I think all of us could probably think of somebody that we could share this with. And then I really loved how she went through each of the omega and what they help with in our body. And I know that I have talked with customers before about our omegas, and a lot of times they'll tell me that they are on an omega or they're taking a fish oil. And so I'm going to let you hear from Kathy Neal and her story, because she was one of those people that was taking a fish oil. And I want you to hear how our omegas have impacted her. And hopefully that will get you excited to share with your customers just how big of a difference it is to have, like Michaela Peterson said, the concert of omegas. I loved how she said that. So Kathy, I'm going to have you unmute, and if you would share with us.
Okay. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Kathy Neal, and I'm a sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. And I've actually been on Juice Plus for 11 years. I was actually diagnosed with osteoarthritis, spinal stenosis, and degenerative joint disease. And so I had a lot of inflammation going on in my body. And back then I heard that omega-3s would help with more inflammation. So I started taking them. And then I heard Juice Plus came out with their plant-based omegas, and they had the 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in them. I was actually a little leery of taking them at first because I thought, mine are helping me. I don't want to stop something that's helping. But my daughter told me if I didn't try, then I would never know. So Juice Plus hasn't failed me yet. So I decided, okay, I'll give it a try. And actually, after about 3 weeks, I started noticing the swelling was going down a lot in my fingers, and they weren't hurting as much as they used to. And so I was really excited about that. I also have dry eye syndrome, and the doctors gave me eye drops to use all the time. But I did notice after a year or two being on the omegas, I realized I wasn't really needing the eye drops any longer. So these were actually the changes that I found in my body from just taking our new omega plant-based omegas. And so I know that I will never stop taking them because I'm 68 years old and I'm a very active person. And because of these omegas helping get rid of a lot more inflammation in my body, I'm able to keep going and chase around my grandchildren and everything. So that's my story.
Thank you so much. You're 68 years young is what you are. So thank you so much. And like I said, I do have customers that tell me, well, I'm taking a fish oil, I'm taking omegas, but I'm going to get more bold in sharing how great our omegas are. And one thing that I'm going to just challenge everybody on this call to do is look through your list of customers. So the company emails us a customer genealogy report every month, and look through that. If you don't get those emails or you don't know how to get your customer genealogy, just talk to your upline. They'll help you do all of that. But look through your report and see who on your report is not taking the omegas. And if it's probably like mine, a lot, several are not. So reach out to them and tell them all the benefits that, you know, was shared today in the video. Just educate them on how powerful our omega blend is and just the difference it can make in their health. Did you want to say something else, Kathy?
Yeah, Cheryl, I just want to say one thing. I have a couple people that are diabetic on these omegas, and their doctors have told them how much it's helped with their AC1s coming down. And so their omegas are really helped for diabetic people.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Well, I think that's it. We're going to end a little bit early tonight, and I just appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and hopefully this has just ignited you to go out and share today. And we just have such an amazing gift to share with people, and I love being reminded of that. It just makes me excited to just go out and tell somebody and check your reports and share with your customers about the omegas. Not only are they amazing, but I love that they're like $1 a day for the omegas. So I think they're $1.05 now, but you know, I mean, seriously, that is just an amazing bargain. And they're just so important to our health. So they help in so many ways. So, all right, you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you next time.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Bye, Gerald.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.